Hi, my name's JT Broughton. I am the founder of Mystic Media, and in the next couple minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I increased Dr. Bill Janeshack's sales by $18,000 in less than 2 months. First, I just said $18,000 in less than 2 months. So, do yourself a favor, put away any distractions, lock yourself in the goddamn bathroom if you have to. Just kidding. Please don't do that. That's kind of weird. I don't know why I said that. Honestly though, what I'm going to show you in the next couple of minutes could make you a crap load of money. So please do yourself a favor and pay attention.
Hi, this is Dr. Bill Janeshack. I own I own and operate Yorba Linda Family Chiropractic. I've been a chiropractor probably 23 years right now. I was first introduced to JT and Mystic Media from a friend. We had a mutual friend. They said, "Hey, this is a pretty good guy you got to meet." And we just kind of met socially at first, and then we started talking about what he does. And I'm always looking for a good team member. And so as we started talking, you could tell that JT and the whole team, for that matter, was passionate about what they do. They had an intimate knowledge, and they really wanted to get right. They weren't just about, let's get these silly things out there and all these gimmicks, but they were in it for the long haul. And I like that. And that's exactly why I said, you know what, I want to try this guy, because one is he's different. And if you're a business owner, you kind of know, you get pitched a lot. Not everybody is always delivering what they say. That was different with Mystic Media. JT runs the whole show. I was really impressed. And actually, the first few weeks that they set up, they went in and they went through my current software. We went through the resources. We downloaded their software that they were using, integrating everything. And they were just doing it step by step with my staff. And that really helped, because not only were they there to do the work, they were there to support my staff, all the technical stuff. I mean, a phone call or a text away and having, the answers back in there, so there was no waiting. I was really stoked about that. So we gave it a go. And that's exactly what it did. After just a short while, we started getting up, and 6 months later, we have this machine that is running, and we have the systems. And there have been some tweaks along the way, some accelerating and some brakes, but it's been awesome, because now we've got that whole process, the foundations for it taken off, and it's working great. The pricing's fair. I mean, it's more than fair, and I'm really happy with doing everything. So if you're thinking about getting a marketing company, or you need some help, or whatever, Mystic Media is going to, I would highly recommend you do it, because it's the whole deal. They got the software, the knowledge, the technical skills, but even more importantly than that, they want to do a good job, and they have the people skills to help you. They want you to succeed, because that helps them succeed. And you can feel that in JT and in the whole staff. So take it for what it's worth, but I would highly recommend that you hire Mystic Media.
Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, I always prefer to go for the lowest hanging fruit first. The people who are most likely to buy from you, the people that have already bought from you in the past. And a close second are those people's friends. The best and cheapest way to take advantage of this is to send a mass text to your entire list of active and non-active patients. We will get more into why texting is so freaking awesome later in this video, but for now, all you need to know is that with Dr. Janeshack, we sent a referral offer to his active clients for a free visit for them and a friend. And then for the non-active patients, we sent them an offer to come back in for free. This was a really quick and easy way to get people to come in the door so that Dr. Janeshack could pull out thousands of dollars while we got everything else set up for him. Now, text campaigns to your lists are great, but they have one significant problem. They reach fatigue quickly, because your list is finite. There's only a certain amount of people in there, and once you send them all a text, you don't have anyone else to talk to. That's why it's so important to have a method of getting new people to talk to on a consistent basis. And this is where Facebook and Instagram ads come into play. Look, in 2020, if your customers don't know who you are, your business will die. Ambiguity will destroy all your hopes and dreams. And look, I know it may sound like I'm being facetious, and I tend to joke a little more than I should, but this is actually really serious. Imagine for a second. Follow me on this. You just threw out your back, and you're in incredible pain. And you're searching online for a chiropractor. You find chiropractor A, and they have a few generic graphics and posts on their social media. But then you find chiropractor B, and this person has over 30 videos going over a multitude of different topics. And a few of these videos actually talk about your specific pain and how they might be able to fix it. If you had to choose, who would you pick to fix your back? And don't say chiropractor A, because you know that your business is chiropractor A. We all know the obvious choice is chiropractor B. This is the reason why in 2020 you need good content. Not good content, you need great content promoting your business. So that was one of the first things we did after we did the reactivation campaign, is we went to Dr. Bill's office and we spent the entire day with him, just shooting all different kinds of videos, as many as we could. By the end of the day, he was extremely comfortable on camera, and we had like a year's worth of great content so that chiropractor B would stop stealing business from him. Okay, so now that the content portion was taken care of, let's talk about the ads. The first thing you have to do when you're thinking about running an ad is you got to figure out who you're talking to. You wouldn't talk to your grandmother the same way you would talk to your friends at the bar. If you do, there's something wrong with you, and you need to respect your grandmother a little bit more. She's just a sweet old lady. And here's what I do. I always just let the numbers tell me who I'm talking to. What this means is the same type of people who have bought from you in the past are those who are most likely to buy from you in the future. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, are they male or female? What age are they? Are they married? Where do they live? Where do they work? What is their job title? What is their household income? What kind of TV shows do they watch? There's all kinds of stuff. All of these questions relate to targeting features that you can utilize in ads. Now, here's the deal. A lot of people will say, oh, everyone can benefit from my service. Okay, but not everyone does. Who's actually buying from you? Make that important distinction, and then get all those people first. Then go for everyone else. Now, once we figured out who we're talking to, we show up directly in their news feeds with an ad that looks something like this. Feel free to pause the video and read it. I'm not going to read it for you. You're a grown-up. And then the video was pretty simple too. It was just a few minutes of Dr. Bill Janeshack walking the viewer through a typical adjustment, and at the end he tells them to click the button below to get the special offer. Pretty simple. Now, the single most important part of any ad by far is the offer. If your offer doesn't speak to your audience, it will fail. 100% of the time. Doesn't matter if you split test this color with that color, this word against that word, this design against that design, this video against that video. It does not matter. The 100%, the most important thing is the offer. If no one cares about your offer, no one is going to buy. If you're offering $1,000 service and you're only giving a $1 off on it, that's not a very good offer. But if you're giving $1,000 service and then you say it's free, that's a great offer. You just gave me $1,000. People are going to click that. Now, we've been talking about clicking a lot. After they click, which is, there's a button and then they click it, we're going to take them off of Facebook, right? And we're going to take them not to your regular website. Now, this is a very important part. This is a mistake I see a lot of wannabe marketers make, is they take them to a regular website. You don't want to do that. And the reason is there's a lot of distractions on that website. There's your About Me, you got your Contact Us, You got different services. You might have a blog. There's lots of stuff to distract them from doing what we sent them there to do. And we don't make any money if they're reading the About Us and not, booking an appointment, for example. So instead, what we do is we bring them to a landing page. And a landing page is just a name for a web page that only has one button on it. Maybe two, maybe, but it's normally just one button. This creates a much higher chance that they're going to do exactly what we tell them to do, because either they're going to click that button or they're going to leave the page. One of the two. And, then typically we ask for name, email, and phone number. And another thing that I see a lot of wannabe marketers do is once they get that name, email, and phone number, they just say some generic thank you message like, "Thank you. We'll contact you soon." This is the single most biggest opportunity miss I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, it's the number one way to tell whether you're dealing with a professional marketer or someone who took a $200 class online. Think about this for a second. They just gave you their private contact information, likely their personal cell phone number, likely their personal phone number, and their first and last name. So you know exactly who they are. And they want to be very sure that you're not going to give that information to China. Or even worse, annoying telemarketers. We all know exactly what I'm talking about. They call at the worst times. No matter how many times you tell them to leave you the hell alone, they keep calling the next day and the next day. No matter how many times you tell them to go. I'm sorry, a bit of a tangent, but my point is they are going to read every single word on this page. Because of that, this is a huge opportunity to get them to do something else, like calling now or booking an appointment. But here's the very important part. Like I said before, the most important part is an offer. You want someone to do something, you got to give them something. So we make them a bonus offer here. In this example, if they called Dr. Janeshack's office within the first 20 minutes, and we had a timer, we gave them 50% off their first visit. And here's the cool part. About 50% of people that opted in called right away within like 2 minutes and booked an appointment. Now, in a perfect world, everyone who opted in would call or book an appointment. But, come on. That'd be way too easy. Everyone and their grandmother would be a marketer if it were that easy. So, obviously not everyone will book an appointment of their own accord. Some people, they need to be reminded a few times before they'll actually take action. For these people, we have to follow up with them somehow so that we can get them to do what we want. Typically, people use phone calls or emails for this, but to be honest, those don't really work that well. Email has a less than 20% open rate, and that's honestly being very generous. And with calling, if you don't call within the first 10 minutes, your chances of them answering the phone is less than 15%. And again, that's very generous. Personally, I prefer automated text messages. They're sent out immediately, and texting has a 90% open rate. And the friction with trying to start a conversation via text message is much lower. So we send them a text like the ones over here or maybe over there. I don't know which side it's going to be on. But feel free to pause, read the video, copy them if you like. And we continue following up with them with texts like these for the next 2 weeks. But I found that if all you do is bug them and ask them to do something like booking an appointment, they get pretty annoyed pretty quickly. Instead, what we do is every other text, we give them some value for free. In Dr. Janeshack's case, what we did is we made some quick videos where he showed them some techniques and exercises that could give them some pain relief in the short term. Then we told them if they wanted more lasting pain relief to give us a call. One problem that we ran into pretty early with Dr. Janeshack, though, is that a number of people who booked an appointment ended up not showing up for that appointment. Let's be honest. Sometimes we just get busy and we forget things. You can admit it. Hey, I'll be honest. I've done it too. And here's the thing, we're both assholes for it, but it happens, and everyone does it. Rather than just throw our hands up in the air and say, God, the leads are crap, if only the leads could be better, maybe we'd actually make a profit, we decided to take responsibility. And what we did is we implemented automated appointment reminder texts. And we virtually completely eliminated no-shows. I found the best formula is to send a confirmation text the moment that the appointment is booked, and then a reminder sent the night before, and then another reminder sent 1 hour before the appointment. This eliminated people forgetting about their appointments, and they actually showed up. Okay, so this is another thing. We all know that just like good content, good reviews can make or break your business. Here's the thing though. Most people who have good experience with you will not take the time out of their busy schedule to post a review of their own accord. They just go about their day happy as a clam. Conversely though, if someone has a bad experience with you, you will have a scathing review before they even get back to their car. So then, I guess with that, the deck is just stacked against you and there's nothing you can do. You should just give up. God, hey, actually, let's turn off the camera. I'm done. Fuck this. Just kidding. Just making sure that you are paying attention. Of course, there's something we can do here. I'm a professional. I'm not going to leave you out to dry like that. People who had a good experience just need the idea to be suggested to them, and they'll be happy to give you a review. That's why whenever a client would check in for their appointment with Dr. Janeshack, we sent them an automated review request via text message to give us a review. Feel free to, pause the video and read it, copy it, whatever you want. And while they're still thinking about their good experience, the suggestion alone is oftentimes enough to get them to actually leave us a review. Okay, so this is the last slide. I wanted to give you the actual numbers that we did for Dr. Janeshack. Now, disclaimer. This is not a guarantee on what results you will get. This is more to just give you a ballpark example of the cost and potential return on investment. And this is the exact numbers that we did for Dr. Janeshack. So, for the reactivation campaign where we sent texts to his list of non-active and active patients, we spent a total of $100. We booked 60 appointments, and from that, we made a total of $5,000. Now, on the Facebook ads, we spent a total of $1,200, booked a total of 20 appointments, and made another $5,000. Then, the other thing we did that I didn't really cover in the slides, but this was actually really successful, is we did a special texting campaign where we sent texts to his entire list of both non-active and active people for Black Friday. We spent a total of $230, and we made a little over $8,000 in just 4 days. Now, if you have any questions on how to set up any of this back-end stuff, feel free to book a time to talk to me under the video. There's a calendar. Yeah, let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.